Hello, Alicia McFarland with your news briefing. It's understood a deal has been brokered on how the referendum for the Indigenous voice to Parliament will be rolled out. We're hearing an official pamphlet outlining the yes and no arguments, as well as a neutral campaign outlining the process, and detail on the change itself will be rolled out. However, there won't be equal funding for both campaigns. Some pretty shocking data on the state of homelessness across the country today. More than 122,000 didn't have a proper place to stay on census night. That's a rise of more than 5% on 2016. Georgia Chapman from the ABS says there's still one group which is overrepresented.
The highest rate of homelessness still is seen in the age groups of 19 to 24-year-olds, with 91 people for every 10,000 people in this age group experiencing homelessness.
A Perth teenager has pleaded guilty over the unlawful killing of a woman who was 5 months pregnant. The 17-year-old has admitted to throwing a lump of concrete through a car window, hitting the victim in the head. It happened in a shopping centre car park last November. The woman and her unborn baby died several days later. Still no word yet on the potential arrest of former US President Donald Trump. It's thought he could be taken into custody over hush money payments made to porn star Stormy Daniels in 2016. Briefly, Australia's first ever specialised endometriosis and pelvic pain clinics have now opened their doors across the country in both metro and regional areas.
After this, there is no turning back. You sip the red can, the story ends. You sip the black can, you enter dreamland. And I show you just how good the truth can taste. Take the Pepsi Max Taste Challenge.
In sport, we won't know until the toss whether David Warner will return from injury for tonight's one-day series decider against India. Former keeper Brad Haddon explaining on Listeners' Willow Talk podcast the series carries extra importance with the World Cup around the corner.
Important that we get the results and play the style of game we're playing at the moment, because we're just deciding on an 11 for a World Cup in these conditions. So it's important all the players put their best foot forward.
And injured Carlton midfielder George Hewitt has to prove his fitness today to line up against Geelong tomorrow night.
Buying or selling, rural or residential properties? Miller, One and John. This is SAFM weather.
26 and sunny for the rest of the day across the Limestone coast. Tomorrow, 25 and partly cloudy, and 20 on Friday. The Science Briefing podcast is your go-to for the latest research in tech, health, AI, space and more. New episodes weekly on the Listener app.